All right, what's up, people? What's up? What is it? Dark Eagle, Raven Eagle, Eagle, whatever. Um, you asked me about the three marks, so-called, of existence, and I would say that two of them are pretty much well understood. The third needs a little bit of tweaking, just from the understanding. See, I'm not when I say I'm a Buddhist, I'm not like I'm a heretic, okay? So I don't, there's some things I do not agree with. Let's just put it that way. I do not believe in reincarnation. I believe in something called meta incarnation, which is a little bit more, how should I say, vibrant. But yeah, Anatman, that's Buddhism 101. That's my first Buddhism video that I made. Go check that out. You'll see what I believe about that. I think Anatman is the most central teaching to Buddhism. I do not disagree with it. It means no self. It basically means that, well, the self is generative, meaning that it's always reproduced, but it's not a thing in and of it's not a persistent thing over time. It's created by each moment of reality, if you will. And moment doesn't mean anything in time either. Moment just means something that happens, with or without regard to a placement within a temporal lineage, if you will. The one that I think we have a problem with is, of course, dukkha. Yeah, and I made a video on that, and I believe that suffering just basically means, okay. So if we go at it from the Christian perspective, we'll do something like we'll talk about the Passion of the Christ, for example. That's a famous, what is it, Mel Gibson movie, right? It means the suffering of the Christ, of course. But it also means something, if you want to look at it on a Jordan Peterson level, what it means is incarnation, which gets to the higher level teachings, which is when you start understanding that, no, you have to be able to feel, and that means feel pleasure plus pain. It's not all, dukkha is not just pain, it's not just suffering, it's all aspects of experience. So yeah, I don't think the teaching is wrong. I just think that the interpretations of the teaching are wrong. And then what is the other one? Oh, impermanence. Yeah, right. So like everything is, it's like Heraclitus. We're in the flux, right? And I agree with that. Of course we are. Where do you think we're at? Do you think, like when I hear these, they're what are called Dominicans within Catholic theological circles. They're called Dominicans. They're basically the hardest of hardcore followers of the philosophy slash theology of a guy named St. Thomas Aquinas. And he's basically the bee's knees when it comes to Catholic philosophy, theology, etc. This guy is like the linchpin. He lived somewhere in the 1300s, I believe. You know what I mean? He was obsessed by demons. That's the story, as the story goes. I mean, I don't fucking know. You got to read their hagiographies, the lives of the saints and whatnot, to understand that shit. Maybe Jay Dyer or that other weirdo have some idea about that. I have no fucking clue. I think Jay Dyer's not that dumb. I saw him. He was on what podcast was that dude on? He was on some podcast that I respect. And he did a good showing. I mean, I get where he's coming from. I get his theology and philosophy 100%. I think I could beat him down intellectually, but he's no dumbass, is all I'm going to say. So the guy that recommended Jay Dyer, I'm still open to debate. I'm not backing down just because I think the guy's stronger than I thought he was originally. But whatever. No, I'll take that dude down. We start getting into the councils, you know. When did we codify this? When did we codify that historically? Yeah, then we're going to get into a little bit of an issue. So yeah, but that should be fun. Well, yeah, impermanence. That's Heraclitus, man. That's everything is in flux. Everything is always changing. I think that's undeniable. It's one of the, yeah. So like of these three things, because again, Buddhism is always weird about numbering everything. They're just gonna ask me about the 5 poisons, which would have been that would have been a video in and of itself right there. But no, seriously. You don't have to, like, if somebody tells you something, like says, okay, this is what's really going on, you don't have to fucking believe it. Come to your own conclusions. I call myself a Buddhist, but at the end of the day, I have very deep criticisms of some of their teachings. You know what I mean? Karma over time and over generations and stuff. I don't believe that. I just don't. So I think you got to find your own way, is what I'm saying. So, but thanks for the question. That was really fucking awesome. Let's hope I can get this on the way out. Get the fucking, because I never do this right. I always fucking I'm boomer as fuck. Because I got it hiding over here so it doesn't look like I'm being weird in the video, but then I gotta fucking pull it out. Yeah, so that I can turn it off.